Hello YouTube pipe community, OTC Piper coming at you today with a aimless ramble. Been a busy week. I should actually take two of this ramble. As soon as I finally got myself set down out here and recorded the video and everything, I just realized that, I hadn't really decompressed at all. It was all kind of rushed and, I guess it wasn't nothing to really be in too much of a hurry about. It's been a busy week, and I've been distracted by other things that have dominated my time, behind on a lot of my videos, your videos actually. And I need to catch up on those. And so I decided I've got a couple days off midweek, so I figured this is going to be, I'm just going to sit back, catch up on videos, do some reading. I'm not going to worry about any more housework or anything like that. But no, I got off today, this morning. I had to stay over for some extra duties. And come home, take a little bit of a nap before I had to go to church. And didn't have to go to church, I got to go to church, and I had a good time doing that. And then I had to go to the grocery store. Then I had to come home, got my daughter put down for bed, put the groceries away, and finally got a chance to sit down. Recorded the video, and I really wanted to do it again. After I finished the pipe I was smoking on, and had a little bit more coffee, then just decided, I want to do this again. So, here we go. I've been busy with a lot of my series videos, and haven't really done much of a, hey, this is just a OTC ramble. So, I figured I would do that today. Got my blue line tamper that Alice Piper made for me. It was a great little thing that he sent me. And but it's been a busy week. So I picked up a couple new things. They're not pipe related or anything. I picked up a new French press that I normally do all my coffee in. Had a little coffee cup logo thing, and it came with a set of cups that were matching with the coffee thing, and the little removable glass goes in there. I'm sure a lot of you may have seen them before. I thought that was a neat little set to have out here in my pipe lounge. And tonight I'm going to be drinking a bunch of coffee and staying up all night. Staying on my night shift schedule since I only have a couple of days, not a full weekend or anything. And hoping on some of this matte blend that I talked about in my last video, the devotional video. How it all, how I came upon it, and I was drying it out for a while because it was a really wet tobacco. And just jarring it up again, and didn't want to compress the jar like I had before, and I had a little bit left over, so I put it in this little dish. It's I've just kind of commandeered it from our kitchen cabinet for rubbing out flakes or whatever. I just put whatever I didn't want to compress down in there. I'm just gonna finish that little bit of tobacco in some different pots. So I have that. Set it for tonight. Like I said in the video, and I won't go into too much detail here since it's in that video, it was a cost-effective get-by that was necessary for a time. Just whiskey Cavendish, black Cavendish, and regular Cavendish blended together. And when I finally got to where I could bring more, inventory in, I cellared this for a while, and after a year or so of cellaring, it's actually not a bad tobacco after I let it dry out a little bit as well. So I've been enjoying it. I know. I just didn't want to waste it, a year ago. So held on to it. And the cellaring has made a lot of the difference. I didn't dry it out prior to cellaring so that it could kind of, all the different blends could, cellar in the moisture that they already had and blend together. So that's that. The other new acquisition that I just picked up was a book my CID officer or detective recommended. It's a short little read, and I figured, well, I'll read just about anything. But he made a quote from it, and I was asking him about it, and it came from The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Short little thing, 13 short chapters. And I figured, well, I'll pick that up. It's a cheap book. And what I found interesting was it's, when I come, my military background, I was engineering for the most part, but also spent some time in logistics. Never a war strategist, just a supply and logistics. So I've kind of thought strategically along those terms for a lot of my life, and what I found interesting about that, what I've read so far, and I think I'm up to the 4th chapter. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time with it yet, but it's probably going to wind up being worked into my contemplation series. But the book, called, The Art of War, is as much about how not to lose as it is how to win. And I know a lot of business schools and colleges and use this text and everything, and the principles that can be derived from it, and think that, and I'm trying not to get too much into a contemplation series now, but it's, no matter what you find yourself doing, what your profession is, or what your philosophies are, a reading like that, would benefit you greatly. So, especially being in law enforcement, that's something that I found, to be a helpful tool as I've been reading it. So that was a new thing. A couple new things I picked up. Small little non-pipe related thing, but I'm smoking a pipe while I'm talking about them, so I guess they're pipe related. I did see that Carlos Piper has submitted a VR for my 100 sub giveaway, and so that's a new addition to that. I'm not trying to make this a go update or anything, but just the happenings the other day. He had a really interesting pipe in there, and he just put out a ramble video just a little while ago. I just watched it while I watched that after I did my first take, and I was just relaxing for a little while, catching up on the videos, like I say. And get some interesting stuff going on. You gotta give it a look. I'm trying to think if there's anything been interesting going on. I don't think there really has. Been a steady work week at my job, and then I had all this, stuff around the house that just kind of kept me busy. But I'm gonna spend the rest of the night catching up on videos, catching up on some reading. I'm gonna see what tomorrow holds, but that's my plans for now. And looking forward to spending some time preparing for some of my other series videos. The main one that I've got a couple ready for is the new Piper's Guide videos that I've been doing. I'm preparing for the one I'm gonna talk about, the tobaccos, and yeah, I know I know about about them, but I want to make sure I fine tune the details before just spewing them out and without having prepared much. I'm gonna research a little bit deeper and just to make sure I put out some good information there. And I've mentioned in some other videos that weren't dedicated to the pouches, but talking about the pouches that I usually carry around. I might make that into one of the new Piper's Guide videos. Because, there are different walks of life in the piping community. I'm the kind that I carry one with me because I like to have a pipe going when I'm driving somewhere or doing something. Some people like to just come home, sit down, have a pipe, and go about the business without, and that's good too. But I always keep some readily available. You just never know when you're gonna have time to sit down and enjoy a good pipe. And, so I might put that out maybe tonight while I'm preparing for the other one. I know I said in my last new Piper's Guide video that the tobacco one would be coming up next, but I might throw this one in just because I can get it done real quick while I'm preparing all the details of the other one and go from there. So that's about it. I'm at 11 and a half minutes without much of a purpose here, but just to ramble. So, but that's always fun. And I've been so caught up with my series videos and everything, I haven't really done a OTT ramble. So that's what I got going on before I finish the rest of the evening and enjoy my time when I don't have anything to do. So just I'll let you go with that. YTPC Piper here, just wishing everybody all the best. Here's the good times, warm pipe.